On the phone with me, I have Jim Crowley from hookandhunttv.com. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing great, man. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, I appreciate the approval for doing the interview.
Oh, hey, no problem. I love doing this stuff. It's always lots of fun.
Yeah. We'll just go ahead and just get right into the interview.
Sure.
For the new followers of your show, what would you say the purpose of your show is, and how long has it been around?
Well, that's actually a great question, and I can answer that a couple ways. We've been around for about 5 years, and I was actually, when I first got into television, it was probably around 1998 or 1999, and I've hosted on and off Midwest Outdoors magazine, which is a syndicated show on Sportsman Channel, as well as numerous stations across the country. And the more television that I did, and the more people that I got to talk to, my wife and I both realized that to get more younger people into sport, whether it be hunting, fishing, or shooting, that the internet was going to be the way to go. Print is dying, there's no question about that. A lot of the young anglers are not watching television as much as they're looking at things on the internet. So we decided to put together a show that was both educational, informative, and entertaining, and try to get everything in shows that are 15 minutes or less, that we really work on describing, showing what, how, where, and when, what we're doing. Most of the average television shows today, you're watching people catch fish. You don't learn anything from watching people catch fish. You learn things from people telling you how and why and what they're doing. And that was the approach that I took when I was on Midwest Outdoors, and those segments always seem to do well with the audience, so I decided just to take that and put my own spin on doing hookandhunttv.com.
So basically, you would say that being on the internet was more successful for you rather than it hurting.
Oh, for me, for sure. I wasn't in Nathan. I wasn't worried so much about me. What I was worried on is I've been, God's blessed me with a great career in the outdoors, and I was more worried about being able to pass this on. They're not teaching hunting, fishing, and shooting in the schools anymore. There are people out there that are trying to take this away from us on a consistent basis, or teaching it out of us. So I figured with my voice, and I know there's more guys out there who are doing it, we wanted to do everything where young individuals, both guys and girls, could learn from people who wanted to truly pass on this information.
And would you say that is the most rewarding part of what you do, is being able to pass that along, or is there something more to it that's more rewarding?
No, that's it. I mean, that's it. One of the best things, I was at a sporting place tournament yesterday, and had some guys come up to me, and we did some instruction beforehand, and they were like, man, I did so much better today, thanks for the tips. When I do things at Bass Pro Shops, and kids will come up to me and go, hey, what you told me last year, or father and son will come up and go, hey, what you told me last year, that really worked, I caught a bunch of fish. That is the biggest reward for me. I mean, I've been blessed to be able to do a whole bunch of things as far as the outdoors has been. The coolest thing is when somebody comes up saying they've learned from either my successes or my mistakes, and they've made it better. That is truly what makes it more fun for me, puts a big smile on my face, because I know somebody may learn something from me that they're going to teach to somebody down the road that'll be able to do it 10 times better than me. I don't care about that. I want that to happen.
Okay. As with a television show, there's a process for a network picking it up. Was there really a process for getting started with hookandhunttv.com?
Well, what we had to do is we had to, whenever you do, whether it be a show on television, or if you, for those people who watch it on TV, we film and edit just like television. Our costs are just a lot lower because we don't pay for television time, but we still film, edit, throw in commercials, and do everything like that. The number one thing to have a successful show, just like when you write a book or write a very good article, you have to tell a story. You got to have a point. You just can't go out there and go, oh, me and Bob are catching fish, or oh, me and Bob are shooting duck. Big deal. You have to be able to tell a story in the amount of time that you're allotted. And the more people people that relate to that and learn from it, probably the more your audience is going to grow. And I'm pretty sure that's what's happening with us.
Okay. Everybody that gets behind the camera or gets in front of the camera has those first-time jitters. Did you find that was the case with you, or were you pretty much a natural at it?
My very first show I remember filming, I was probably so excited to do it that I think the cameraman actually had to tell me to calm down after I caught a fish. He's like, you're talking so fast that he goes, it's great what you're doing and how you're catching the fish. He said, but I need you just to calm down. And he was laughing. And right after that, he said, dude, I think you're really going to be good at this. I had no problem doing that. What I had a problem with, I think, is learning how to tell that story. But being in front of the camera, and I think that probably started from when I first started giving seminars. I don't care if there's one person in the audience or if there's 2,000. None of that stuff bothers me. The more people, the better, because that's the more people I can entertain and inform. And I love all of it. And so, no, getting in front of the camera has really never, ever bothered me at all.
Okay. Speaking of seminars and such, is that all that you do, or do you do other things besides seminars and hookandhunttv.com?
Oh yeah, I've actually got a real job. I've worked for the city of Bloomington, Illinois for 25 years. And so I'm a heavy operator there. I also have a radio show which branched off from Hook and Hunt TV, which is Hook and Hunt Radio, which can be heard at 1017thebull.com out of Burlington, Iowa. I've been a freelance writer for a long time. We also do a lot of social media, and we actually help people with their website. We don't build websites, but we help them as far as getting on Facebook and Twitter and giving them some hunts and everything. Or not hunts, excuse me. We're giving them some hints and things like that. Everything that pretty much has to do with media. I've been in the outdoors for over 20 years, and everything I consult a lot when it comes to media, whether it be written, whether it be Facebook or Twitter, whether it be television, whether it be radio. We pretty much, my company, Jim Crowley Outdoors, which incorporates hookandhunttv.com and Hook and Hunt Radio, we try to make ourselves a one-stop shop, give small businesses an idea how they can become bigger.
So you were kind of talking about it a little bit earlier, but really, how does the economy play a part in your ability to visit some of the really cool locations that you get to go each week? Does it affect you at all in a positive way, or is it negative?
I've been pretty lucky with as long as I've worked. I have a lot of vacation time, so we do get to travel quite a bit. But there's also some pressure on us because I can't go a week or 2 weeks to every place. I have to go a couple days here, a couple days there. So there's a lot of long drives and a lot of, I may get off work on a Wednesday, leave that Wednesday night, we fish, say we're looking to a fishing trip, fish Thursday and Friday, and I try to make it home on Friday night or Saturday. Because then when show season comes around, I'm usually doing shows, and when I mean shows, outdoor shows, whether it be having a booth there or seminars or both, pretty much every weekend from January to March. So we film anywhere from 22 to 26 shows a year for hookandhunttv.com. So I have to figure out where, and over years I've done that, where the best bite is going to be for what, when I think my hunting opportunities are going to be the best, and basically you play the odds, just like I do when I'm fishing. You put the odds in your favor, and when it all works, it's awesome. But there are days when it doesn't, and you have to put in a couple extra days, and it can get tough. So there are a ton more positives for me than there are negatives. But you know what? Business is business, and life is life. When you have a down day, you pick yourself back up, and you get it again.
If you weren't doing hookandhunttv.com and all of the other things that you do, what would you be doing? Would it be something on camera, or would it be something completely different?
Oh man, that's a great I love the industry that much. That's, if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, I'd be working for, hopefully be working for, one of the favorite companies that I work for that I do promotion for now.
Wow. In your latest video on your YouTube channel and on HookandHuntTV.com, you guys visited Lake St. Clair.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Oh, it was awesome. Got to fish with a great guy who's on the show with us, and you'll see another show later in the year. We were there 2 days and filmed 2 shows. And I got to fish with Grant Rod, number one pro staff guy, Brian Bellvender. And Brian knows Lake St. Clair very, very good. And I love catching smallmouth. I was raised catching smallmouth in northern pike, and where I live in the Midwest, I just don't get to fish for smallmouth as much anymore as I'd like to. And so when Brian made the offer to come up and fish with him, it was great going back to how I first started fishing and fishing for the smallmouth. And it was a great experience. Completely different water clarity than a lot of the stuff we fish around here. And at 46 years old, I still like challenges. Don't like doing the same thing all the time. And it was so cool to go up there and figure things out and, get a couple doubles on with Brian and figure things out. And even going back to some of the old school ways of catching smallmouth, like split shot the grub, throwing the grub on the shaky head, swimming it slow, and then if you have drop shot and doing a couple different things and whacking a fish. It was an awesome experience.
Huh, okay. What is the proudest... Do you have a story about the proudest moment of your professional life?
First one comes to mind. I was working at a booth at the Chicago show one year, and this is going to take me back a long, long time. And that's another great question, Dave. I have not thought about this in I don't know how long. But a grandfather, father and son came up to me in the booth of the rod company I was working for. The grandfather had bought a rod off me and trusted my judgment. The son had bought a rod off me and trusted my judgment. And now they wanted his son to have the first rod, and they couldn't think of anybody better to help pick it out than me.
Really? Wow, I bet that was a pretty good experience.
That was really, really cool. That was because there's a couple things, and you're working in this industry the longest time, there's 2 things you have to have with people. You have to have trust and you have to have integrity. Because if not, people will figure you out in a long time. And I don't know how. I tell people exactly what I do, whether I'm hunting or fishing, because I want them to have that information. When I screw up, you're going to see it on the show. When I do good, we're going to try to explain why we've done good and pass that on. I mean, I want this industry to grow. And the only way you grow is by passing on what you know. Do I know everything? Absolutely not. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to have experiences. And if we all did that, these industries would grow a lot more. I've always had a saying that pass on what you know, then your sport will grow. And I firmly believe that.
Keeping in mind that there are different applications as far as rod and reel setups, do you have a specific type that you use most commonly?
I would say if we're going to talk largemouth and smallmouth bass fishing, because that's the stuff that I talk the most on. I'll even limit it to largemouth bass fishing, because there are so many different rod lengths and actions, and I always say that whatever you're starting for, when it comes to largemouth, okay, specifically for largemouth, I always start with a 6.6 medium action rod. Once we get longer or shorter than that, that's when we start to specialize. A 6.6 medium will do a little bit of everything. It won't be perfect, but it'll do a little bit of everything. Now, if I want to go up to rods that are better for pitching and fishing plastics and jigs, I'm probably going to go to a 7-foot medium heavy. If I need to go down and maybe I'm vertical jigging for walleyes, then maybe I'll go to a 6-foot medium. But a 6.6 medium is not only probably the perfect place for somebody to learn to cast a bait caster and a spinning rod, it's a good basis to start on. And there, we could do a whole show on rod length and action. That's probably one of the ways that I gained a little bit of notoriety in the industry. I was taught by a very, very good, my mentor in the industry is named Mike Thorson, who builds rods for and just learn what fits best for me.
All of us people that do a lot of fishing have missed the big fish, or when we go hunting, we miss that key shot that we just know that we should have had. Do you have any good stories about missing that big fish or missing that key shot?
Oh, yeah. I had a couple for it I can think of. One when I was fishing in Mexico, probably 2003, in Ixtapa. I ended up catching a 9.5-foot long sailfish, which was my longest, not my heaviest, but my longest fish to date. But the fish I had on before that, we hooked, and I was fighting this fish, and the guide estimated it at over 11 foot long. This was a trophy sailfish for sure, and it tail locked so many times and had so much line out that after a while there was so much stretch in the monofilament they were fishing that the fish just came off. I didn't do anything with it. I mean, as much as I tried to keep the line tight and keep up with that fish, that was probably the fastest moving fish that I've ever had. And once I get out of the water and pull that monofilament out of the water, there's so much slack in that line. There's nothing you can do. And so that was probably the biggest fish I remember getting away. Now, missed shot. This wasn't really a missed shot, but it was a shot I didn't plan on. I was bear hunting in northern Manitoba last year, and I was hunting with a slug gun, and a big bear walked in, and I had placed my shot at around 60 yards right behind the front shoulder, and I had him clear in my sights. The gun was sighted in perfectly for this. I had practiced ahead of time for it. I knew where the shot was going to go. But on the shotgun, you just pull the trigger. When I'm shooting plays or shooting birds, your eye lines up with the target, you pull the trigger. When you're aiming at something and not pointing as you do with a regular shotgun, when you're aiming at a target like you would with a pistol and with a rifle, you breathe in and out and you gently pull back the trigger to release the shot. Well, since I had a slug gun and the bear came in, the bear stopped, I was so excited. I pulled the trigger like I would on a regular shotgun instead of using that firearm like a rifle. The bear dropped where it stood. The problem was, it wasn't really a problem, but we found out when we played the footage back slowly, I didn't come anywhere close to behind the shoulder. I pulled it so quick, I jerked the gun, and it literally went through the bait can the bear was on and spined him. I was probably less than a half an inch from missing that bear completely, and I killed him dead on the spot.
Wow. Talk about luck.
Oh, I would say I would rather be lucky than good any day, and when we reviewed the footage and saw it, my cameraman was even laughing because you know how close you came to missing that big bear. And it's true. It was just, you know what, it was meant to be because I really didn't do what I was supposed to do, but my nerves were shaking so much it was pretty funny.
Out of everything or every place that you've ever been so far to shoot an episode, what would you say was your favorite location?
Oh, man. Oh. Are we talking fishing or hunting, or I just got to pick one?
Just in general.
Oh, man. Holy cow. One of the first things comes to mind is when we were fishing the Columbia River in Oregon for sturgeon. And it was so beautiful on that river. There was 5 guys in the boat that day, and all 5 of us caught the biggest fish of our life. I had the smallest sturgeon, and mine was 250 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And the biggest guy had one on that was, the biggest fish he had on was probably 350. And every single fish was released alive. It was an absolutely incredible experience.
Now, when you're choosing a location, have you ever come into a situation where you found a location that you said, okay, this is where we're going to go, but when you get there, they say, oh, you can't videotape here?
No, we've never been. We research our stuff pretty good, and a lot of times we hook up with individuals that work for companies that advertise with us. Now, occasionally we went off on a whim and went to a couple of places that, you know, unfortunately they didn't turn out as good and that way everybody knows what's going to happen. The checklist is done, and everybody knows where everybody else is coming from. When you have a small business like we do, and put on a bigger show and a radio show, you really have to be really good with time management and research where and what you're going to be doing. That otherwise than that, there's no way to be successful.
Okay. What is one thing that your viewers do not know about you that you don't mind sharing?
I think probably that I'm exactly the same way in person that I am on the show. There is, when people meet me, that's one thing that they'll tell me and go, I just didn't think you were going to be like this. You're the same way you are on the show. There's no difference for me on the show than there is to me in person. I always think that to be successful in life or anything, you have to be passionate about something. No matter what it is, you have to have passion for something. If you do, you're going to have success. It may be various levels of success, but you're going to be successful. And I think that's one thing that people might not know about me is that I'm exactly the same as you're talking to me, or when we meet in person, or when you see me on the show, or when I'm at Bass Pro Shops when somebody walks up to me.
And I agree. As far as how you are on tape and talking to you over the phone, you are exactly the same. Have you ever, in shooting all these years, have you ever found yourself in a situation that you would consider dangerous?
I don't know. It wasn't dangerous for me as far as how we set anything up. I've had some uncomfortable situations. I've been in some very, very severe weather up in Saskatchewan when we've been up there doing some different things. And as much as you prepare for the weather, sometimes late in the fall in Canada, things can change on you in a heartbeat. And I think over the years I've become more accustomed to doing that. I work with a very, very good team. I work with both my cameramen are retired police officers, and are both Eagle Scouts, both fish, hunt, or shotgun instructors, survivalists, and we pretty much plan everything really good and far ahead of time. And even when I was working with Midwest Outdoors, those were guys that have been in the business for so long that you should know everything you're doing before you're going. And yes, there are going to be things that are going to come up, but you do everything you can to be prepared for it. And thank the good Lord, no, to this point, I've really never been in a situation where, I thought, holy cow, we're not going to get out of it.
Okay. Now, I'm a very picky eater. Is there anything that you hunt and fish for, like you'll keep for someone else, but you refuse to eat it yourself?
No, I make it a point, except for coyotes and crows when we hunt them, to eat everything I kill or catch.
Okay.
And so whether it be the hogs we hunted last year, the waterfowl, doves, pheasant, every fish, both fresh and saltwater that I've caught, if we don't release it alive, it doesn't get killed. That's something that's going to go on the table. And I really believe firmly in that. That's something I've always tried. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite reasons to waterfowl hunt is because we really like to eat ducks and geese.
Right.
And it's fun to go out and shoot your limit with your buddies. Sometimes it doesn't always happen. But it's really, really cool to come home and be able to either share with the family members, because I do a lot of grilling, I do a lot of smoking of food, and I love to cook. And so one of the coolest things about being an outdoorsman is I don't have to worry about processed foods and chemicals and things like that. I know exactly what I'm getting because it was the way God intended. We kill it, we touch it, we eat it.
Okay. In a typical episode, which is, anywhere from 10 minutes to, 15 minutes, you would say?
Correct.
How long do you actually spend filming?
That depends. I have, usually, in most cases, each episode is probably a day or less. And that is because of the time restraints that we talked about earlier. Now, I have been on shows where, we've been there 3 or 4 days. Again, it was late fall up
Right.
So in most cases that you see, especially on Hook and Hunt TV, everything is under a day. In a lot of cases, it's under a half a day.
Okay. Other than the bear shot, do you have any funny stories about something that happened on location?
Let me see. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we were hog hunting in Georgia last year, and I've never done that before. That was like my first time hog hunt. Loved it. But what was really weird is the way they hunt them there, they do it because hogs become such a problem. They want them gone. Hogs tear up both livestock, they tear up farmers' fields, everything. So they actually had one for us that they said there is this hog feeding, it's been feeding in this cornfield. He's ripping up the crops. We would like you guys to go and see if you can get him out. So I actually went with guys who do this for a living. They go and extract hogs from this area. And so how they do it is they do it with dogs. And so they take these bulls and let them go, and these dogs just go. They release one. The dog goes out there, and then we were in the swamp in Georgia. And I mean, there's old abandoned school buses out here. It's creepy, dude. I mean, it's really creepy. And this dog goes off. About 25 minutes later, we hear this bark and bark, and then the barking gets louder. And the guy goes, all right, there's one, so he releases the other dog. About 20 minutes after that, they're both barking. He goes, all right, so they have him on GPS collars, so we go follow him. Here we are running through the swamp. I have no idea where I'm going, okay? And we get there, and the guy bends down, and the brush gets really thick. And he's looking underneath this brush, and he goes, Jim, look down here. And all I could see was these legs and two dogs, and then he takes off again. But then when it came toward us, you don't know what would have happened. So he's chasing the dogs. I'm behind him. We get up to this tree, and it's looking down this valley, and here these dogs have this hog cornered, okay? And this hog's standing off both these dogs. Well, I was lucky, there's a tree in front of me, so I get right behind the tree, and just as we set up with the camera on my back, the hog looks right at us. And the guy just puts his hand on my shoulder and he goes, shoot now. He thought the thing was going to come right at us, and I shot one shot, and I got the hog. But I'll tell you what, afterwards, we laughed so hard because both of us were shaking. He was laughing, I was laughing, and I ended up with about 150 pounds of pork chops.
Nice.
It was awesome. But when it happened right there, it was a little nerve-wracking.
I bet when you were looking at that hog, you're like, oh boy, this is going to be bad.
Well, what happened was it wasn't me looking at it that really bothered us, but the thing looked directly at me, and I'm like, how do you know I was here? And dude, I started shaking. And then I didn't even aim. It was just me and a shotgun, and I pulled the trigger. It was 20 yards away, and I just dropped him. And the guy was like, great shot. I'm like, dude, there's nobody as happy here than me. Trust me on that one.
Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but where are you guys headed next, and what can we expect in the next upcoming show or upcoming series of
We got
shows?
some really, really fun stuff planned, Nathan. And next week's show is actually a dove hunt that we did right here by my house. Did it with two young guys. They were great. Had a lot of fun. You see a lot of doves go down. You see a lot of their shot, and us laughing and having fun with it. It was great show. Then after that, you'll probably see when we were striper fishing in Arkansas, my wife and I. And then we've got a couple other shows after that. And next week we actually leave for Ontario to go fish at one of my favorite places ever, and that's Fin and Feather Resort on Eagle Lake. And we're going to film some muskie and walleye fishing. This is late season for them, so it'll be in October. So it should be, if we get them some big fish, they should be some really, really, really big fish.
Okay. Well, that's all I've got for you. So why don't you sign off? And it was good talking to you.
Well, Nathan, thank you so much for the opportunity. I really enjoyed speaking with you, and thanks for allowing me to be on.
I appreciate the opportunity to interview you. That was Jim Crowley with HookandHuntTV.com. Thank you again, Jim, and it was good talking to you.